Hello and welcome to more Vintage Cube. What do we got here? Actually a lot of good and medium cards. Let's see, the best card is Sulfuric Vortex. Just take it, go mono red. Never can go wrong there. I think if you're trying to optimize win rate, this is probably the correct option because mono red is very strong and usually open. A lot of green cards, I don't really want to get mixed up in that. People tend to overdraft green. Elspeth Conqueror's Death is good but expensive. I think Force of Negation is a very good card. Emery is fine, but I don't like taking her that early, and then like maybe Lightning Strike or Crystalli Pride Mage are good. I'm gonna take the Vortex though. I think I'm not necessarily saying I'm forcing mono red, but I'm not against it. There's Incinerate, there's Bolus's Citadel, Vampiric Tutor, a lot of cool things. Let's just well, I think actually, let me see. Between Shieldbreaker and Incinerate, there's two good options. I'm gonna take Incinerate. Ooh, Chrome Mox, Rampaging Ferocidon. Banefire is okay, but I really like Chrome Mox. I think regardless of what deck you end up in, just it's obviously not the best Mox, right? Because you have to exile a card, but being able to cast a 2-drop on turn 1 is the key to many wins with aggressive decks, but then also Chrome Mox is great in Storm when like you can Wheel of Fortune and then have an extra mana source after you wheel. It's good to be able to pick up a Mox. Obviously, if this was Mox Ruby, you'd be way happier, but still a great card. Here I'm going to take the Copter. I think this card is very good as well. There's a Flame Slash, Vindicate, Blackleaf Cliffs I could consider taking, but Copter being colorless is great, and the fact that it's a 2-mana 3/3 flyer like actually hits in for a lot of damage, and then it loots every turn, which means you're like never going to run out of cards. It's just a great card. Alright, we got Ancient Grudge, Bloodbraid Elf, Kiki Jiki, Badlands. I don't know why I can't zoom in on anything. There we go. I'm looking at Ancient Grudge. I feel like Grudge is one of the better cards. Like if you are going to splash green, this is the reason to do it. So I might take that and try and wheel Badlands. I know Kiki Conscripts is fine, but it's pretty expensive, and Kiki is at its best in like blue splashing red rather than red splashing blue, because a lot of the times like in red, if you have 5 mana to cast Kiki, you're probably close to winning the game anyway. And then an infinite combo is very similar to just like doing 4 damage to your opponent's face, because that's all you need to win. Here we have a tough decision between Chandra and Jite. Jite going that late, I guess, is maybe reasonable, but still is shameful. I don't know what to take. I'm looking at Chandra because I only have 0 creatures, so we'll take Chandra. That seems to make sense. Ooh, Thundermaw? Swords to Plowshares? What are you still doing here? That... I don't know about that one. What? Why is Sword still in the pack? This is like one of the premium removal spells. I want to take Thundermaw, but it costs 5. I like big dragons. I'm going to pass Swords. I know I just berated people for passing them, but here I am. I've been drafting Big Red a lot, and it's been really sweet, so let's just keep doing it. I want now all the like Thran Dynamos and stuff that I passed, but yeah, this is a really fun archetype where with normal mono red, what you're trying to do is like Goblin Guide and like Jackal Pup and things like that. Big mono red is different, where you're just trying to play like Thundermaw and Siege Gangs and things like that. I think this is my subjective opinion, but I think big mono red with Ancient 2 Mana Crypt might be the best deck in the cube, because you get turn 1 Goblin Ravelmaster, turn 2 Chandra, and things like that, which are just absolutely disgusting. Ooh, we could pick up Huntmaster and go in green red, which is also another very fun archetype. But I think Lightning Strike's going to serve us well regardless of what we end up in. And like, there are many other colors I could splash aside from green. Just because Huntmaster is a hybrid card doesn't make it like any easier splash than just like a card that costs single green. Alright, we get Mishra's Workshop. If I end up with enough artifacts, I could see that being fun. I'll pick up a Sword of Fire and Ice though. I think there is a world where I play this card. Garruk and Rampaging Ferocidon in the same pack. I'm gonna take Ferocidon. I like Banefire, but I think if I could take 2 cards from this pack, well, it'd probably be Ferocidon Banefire, but I would like to have Banefire and Garruk in the same pack, but Ferocidon's just too good to pass up. Here I will take Harmonize because green seems open. Bloodbraid Elf honestly could be a card I would play in a deck like this. So the Bloodbraid Elf gets worse when you have Mana Elves, because like you don't want to run into those, and like maybe Chrome Mox makes it kind of medium. The deck that benefits the most from Bloodbraid Elf is the one with a lot of 3s and 2s. So we'll see what happens. Unburial Rites going last pick, not surprised about that. I don't think I've seen Unburial Rites cast in this cube in so long. It's just not a great card. We are really dry in power too. Interesting. We can take Rakdos Signet, Ramanop, Metamorphose, Wildfire, and then some other things. I guess Sylvan Library would actually be pretty good here, but I think I want to take the Signet. I want to draft big red, so that's what I'm going to aim for. Take Signet and aim for like Wheeling Hazoret or something like that. I say that right before I get a Goblin Guide. I'll probably take it. There's really nothing else in the pack for us, but that's cool. Okay, here we can take Figure of Destiny over X-Drinker's fun, Imperial Recruiter, but if I don't have to go green, I probably won't. I literally just have a Bloodbraid Elf right now, which is a fine card, but not insane, and I don't want to main deck Sword of Fire and Ice. Like, I took it really late. I'll maybe side it in against like mono red or mono blue, but I don't like main decking these swords if I don't have to. Wow, what a pack. Looking at Lightning Bolt, Taiga is interesting. I maybe would wheel that. Phyrexian Metamorph is also a pretty good utility card, but we're going to take both. There's a lot of decks that would want to like splash this and things like that, so we'll take it. Here we're going to take Mishra's Factory. I think we're probably just going to end up mono red, although that's a somewhat late Tree Speaker. It's not crazy late or anything, but if you're going monocolored, then the utility lands get way more important. This being a mana source that is also sometimes a creature that blocks as a 3/3 is very phenomenal. Kark is okay. It's actually at its best, I think, in mono red with like Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, Burst Lightning, and things like that, because it just, you know, it turns Lightning Bolt on average into red deals 6 to 2 things, which is quite good. But it's pretty high variance, and like Kark will probably come around. I might put it in the deck. I'm not ruling it out. It's interesting with Fire Blast as well. What do I want to take here? We have Fire Blast and Pian Kiran, both good cards. I don't think anyone's going to want to splash Fire Blast, but it is better for this deck. I think I can get both. Let's see. There are 10 cards available, so there's going to be like 1 card left in the pack. I think I'm just going to take Fire Blast. I think it's not really clear which one is more likely to wheel. Ooh, Eidolon is fantastic here. That's a late path. There's also Wooded Foothills, but because I'm not really going to wheel anything from this pack, wow, this is kind of the dream red deck, except we don't have any power. Because there's only 1 card left, like you can't really count on wheeling stuff. And I think that's something that I have struggled with historically. There's our Hazoret, is like counting on wheeling stuff when there's just like mathematically not that many cards in the pack. So maybe, you know, if I get 1 card left, there's a chance someone just picks something up because they don't really care what they're taking. I like Hazoret more than Metamorphose. Here I'll take a Pyretic Ritual, but probably not playing it. I don't think I'm playing Bloodbraid Elf at this point either. I mean, my deck is already... We're 2 packs in and I have a completed deck. This is quite nice. I don't even know if I want Rakdos Signet. My top end is being less of an issue. Or, this deck is less top heavy than I was planning for. I'll take Sling Gang Lieutenant. That's funny with Siege Gang Commander at least. And it's actually pretty good with Goblin Rabble Master too. But that's kind of what I was just saying, is like I took Sling Gang and it like really anything from that pack didn't matter because I wasn't playing it. So if you're trying to wheel certain things, like someone might just take it because they didn't, you know, it didn't matter what they were taking from that pack. We'll see though. It's still possible we get Pian Kiran. I actually do like Pian Kiran in general. What I'm looking for now is more 1 mana burn spells. Seasoned Hollowblade last pick. I think red-white was pretty open, but so was red. Like, we could have had Swords Path and all this stuff, and that would just be absurd. Here, we can take Burst Lightning, but... So here's the problem. I would like both Burst Lightning and Porcelain Legionnaire in this deck, and I don't really care about any of the other cards. So basically, these are the important decisions that can really help like edge out tiny win percentages, is trying to figure out which one you think is more likely to come around. Legionnaire goes in any deck. It sometimes comes around, but it is colorless. Burst Lightning is better for this particular deck. I want 1 mana burn spells, but I already have Incinerate, Lightning Strike, Lightning Bolt, so it's not super necessary. So I think because Legionnaire goes in any deck, I'm going to take it here and try and wheel Burst Lightning. And again, the only reason, I know people harp on me all the time, like saying, Caleb, you never take the card you want. That's because both of these cards are pretty good. Like, if I put this in my deck, it's probably like a 7 out of 10. And Legionnaire is going to be like a 6.5 out of 10. So I'm not upset just getting Legionnaire, but by taking Legionnaire, I think I'm increasing my chances of getting both cards compared to just taking Burst Lightning and then hoping, you know, crossing my fingers and hoping for the best to get Legionnaire. anyway, if that makes sense. You're maximizing overall equity instead of just taking the best card in each pack. That's small things like that that will help you over time improve your win rate. Here, so I could do a similar thing, take Stonecoil Serpent and try and wheel Glorybringer. I got like Rabblemaster very late, so I think Glorybringer has a good chance of coming around. But in this case, I think Glorybringer is so much better for the deck than Stonecoil that I'm just going to take the Glorybringer. This card is unbelievably good. Well, no, oh gosh. Okay, well, this is unfortunate. There are 3 cards in this pack that I would absolutely love to have in my deck. Strip Mine is so important in mono red. Ancient Tomb is like one of the best things we could ask for, and then a Mox, I mean, it just lets you do things faster. So this is pretty brutal. I mean, I'm actually leaning towards taking Ancient Tomb instead of Mox Emerald, and that might sound crazy, but the thing is that Mox Emerald plus a land takes 2 cards in your hand. Ancient Tomb only takes 1 card. Is that crazy? Let me think about this. That's probably crazy. Goblin Guide, Figure of Destiny, Soulscar Mage, all take red. In my heart, I feel like Ancient Tomb is better for this deck, but I'm gonna take Mox Emerald. I don't know. I really think Ancient Tomb might have been the pick there. Anyway, I'll continue. So, Ancient Tomb is 2 mana for 1 card. Playing a Mox and a land is 2 cards for 2 mana. So, Ancient Tomb is actually like kind of like a more efficient rate, and we don't care too much about our life total. But this obviously has more flexibility of being able to like split up the mana or whatever. We take Abbot. Abbot's pretty good. Grim Lava Man is decent. There's a Blood Crypt, Marsh Flats. Yeah, we'll take the Lava Man. Probably not playing the Signet. Probably not playing Siege Gang. I like Thundermaw Glorybringer. Those are some really good top end. I don't know if I'm playing Krark. I guess Mox Emerald, the other reason for taking it is Ancient Grudge. It is a green source if I do want to go that route. But this deck is looking really nice. I could take Swift Spear. Yeah, I guess I'm going more of the low to the ground red deck, which I think is okay. I have Sulfuric Vortex, so hard to go too wrong. Hellrider versus Light Up the Stage. I will take Hellrider every day in that situation. Hellrider is so good. So I think this is basically about as good as you can get for like low power mono red. A Mox Ruby would be so much better than Mox Emerald. Ancient Tomb would have been fantastic. Strip Mine would have been good, but they're all in the same pack. I actually kind of want to do a test. So here's what we're going to do. Every time Mox Emerald is in my opening hand, we'll just pretend it's an Ancient Tomb and see which one would have ended up doing more for us. Mizzium Mortars versus Young Pyromancer. Part of me wants to take Mizzium Mortars because it's insane, and I'm just going to do that. I don't value Young Pyromancer that highly. We did get Burst Lightning, so the gamble did pay off. This deck's looking really nice. I'll take a Mana Tithe just in case. Who knows? Dire Fleet is a good sideboard card. I don't typically like to main deck it, so I need to make 1 cut. Man, this deck's insane. I kind of want to play Glorybringer instead of Thundermaw and just like drop my overall curve. I think Godless Shrine. I think that was the pack that had all the insane cards and I didn't get a single one back. It might be this pack, but it's just so unfortunate when like clearly your archetype is open, but the enablers you want like just don't show up. Or sorry, they're all in one pack. So even though you've like done everything right in the draft, you just can't get them all. But I don't think we'll have too many problems drafting this deck anyway, or winning with this deck anyway. I missed this pack. I'll take Containment Priest. So we actually have a decent amount of white cards we can sideboard. We have Containment Priest, Banishing Light, Mana Tithe. So I don't think we will end up sideboarding, but if we face like Reanimator, I could see a world where we bring those 3 cards in to try and pose them. We even have Restoration Angel now. But we just don't have the fixing. So it like I think it will overall decrease our win rate rather than just playing red cards on curve. Last pick, Light Up the Stage. I typically don't like this card, but it actually could be decent here because I have so many red 1-drops that I could honestly see cutting something for it. I don't know what it would be. Maybe Mizzium Mortars because it doesn't go face now that I got Burst Lightning. Because I have Lightning Bolt, Burst Lightning. Get rid of these. Incinerate, Lightning Strike, Burst Lightning, Lightning Bolt. Yeah. Those are options. The other options are cutting Grim Lavamancer, but I think the Lavaman's pretty good. And then I just add 14 mountains. So 15 land, 16 plus Chromox is 17. I'm trying out Light Up the Stage. I'm not typically a fan, but I think this deck has so many low to the ground 1-drops that it's pretty likely I'll be able to turn this on. We'll try it out. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against almost pros. We're going to go first. Let's see how quickly we can finish this. This is 5 land. I think I'm going to mulligan this hand. This is much better. I think I want to bottom... what do I want to bottom? I don't think I want to bottom a land here. I need 3. I think I'm going to bottom Soulscar Mage because Figure's just better. I could also bottom Hellrider, but I think this is fine because Figure of Destiny is basically like 1, 2, and 3 mana covered each turn. So that's like pretty good. I don't know. I could definitely see keeping the 1-drop, then my curve is stronger, but as long as Figure stays alive, we're good. And he is staying alive. Okay, Hazard's actually pretty good top end too. Let's level him up. Now I regret keeping all 4 drops, but Chandra should help. And opponent's many colors as well. Grim Lava Man. Okay, so what do I want to do? I'm going to attack. I'm going to see if they're willing to kill it now. We'll level it up. Please don't kill it. Okay, nice. They're down to 13 already? That's insane. So we just need a land, and then we're good to go. And I think here's a good example of where Ancient Tomb is just way better than Mox Emerald. If I draw Ancient Tomb, I can go Chandra into Grim Lavamancer, whereas Mox Emerald only lets me play 1. Well, I can use Chandra to get mana, but you know what I mean. Like, naturally I don't have 5 mana with Ancient Tomb, or with Mox Emerald and some mountains. That's so many colors. I wish I had anything like Wasteland or Strip Mine. Teferi's annoying. Land? Okay, Abbott can find us a land. It's a free Burst Lightning. Oh, that's challenging actually. I think I like playing Figure of Destiny more than Burst Lightning. I might definitely regret this if they play a blocker and then like start killing me with Teferi, but... Okay, Garruk makes a beast. I kind of regret it. I do draw the land, so I think at this point we're just going to go Chandra, kill the beast. And then I think I want to kill Garruk and hit Teferi down to 1. That seems the most reasonable to me. Otherwise, Garruk makes more blockers and then things get messy. This feels like an Omnath. Zealous Conscripts. Alright, Chandra's dying, I guess. Unless they steal Chandra. I feel like stealing Chandra is definitely what you don't want to do. So they steal Abbott. It doesn't really matter. They kill Chandra and do 2 to me. Or doing this. It's kind of weird, but it works. So now we get to go... Yo, big fan! Hello! We have a couple options. We can... I think I like getting down Hazard because she's indestructible, and I also want to play around Daze here. Hazard into Grimlam. And let's just attack them. I'm actually not scared of Teferi anymore. So anyway, the people who always make fun of me for thinking about Daze, think about it this way. Let's say I play Grim Lavamancer, right? My opponent, let's say we know my opponent has Daze in hand. I play Grim Lavamancer and then I play Hazoret. They Daze my Hazoret and I lose 4 mana worth of cards. If I play Hazoret first and then Grim Lavamancer, they Daze my Grim Lavamancer, I lose 1 mana worth of card and it doesn't really matter. Stack Faden doesn't do anything. Opponent's super dead unless they have a counter spell for Hellrider. They can play spells with instant. I mean, I kind of just have to go for this. Oh, I should have played this first. Miscalculation hurts me. I should have played on miscalc. It didn't matter, but that's, you got to keep these things in mind. I respect opponent for going 5-color planeswalkers. This is like the nightmare scenario for them. I think I like Glorybringer more than Thundermaw, although I do like both. I don't know if I like Grim Lavamancer. He's not the most proactive effect, so I think we're going to bring in Direfleet. I wish Mizzy Mortars can hit planeswalkers, and then we'll run it like that. Man, we've got a pretty unique range of opening hands so far. Definitely gonna mull. This hand's good though. This hand's actually really good. I'm just gonna bottom a land. So Direfleet is in there instead of Grim Lavamancer. I guess we'll see which one would have ended up better. I think, honestly, Lavamancer probably will end up better because we have Smuggler's Copter right now. But it's hard to say. Ooh, this is gonna be pretty nice. We get to hit for 1, then hit for 2 and play a Copter. Then, if we can draw a land, we can Direfleet Daredevil. Ooh. Copter, hit. Then if we draw a land and they play like Preordain, we can Direfleet Daredevil, cast their Preordain, crew the Smuggler's Copter. Dak Faden would be like slightly annoying, but we just get to kill Dak Faden in that case, so I don't care. Huntmaster of the Fells is a little bit something or other. Okay, Legionnaire is actually better than Daredevil here, so let's go Legionnaire. Play our land. That kind of tells them that something's up, but that's okay. We crew. And then we swing with both, because we kind of want to promote a double block. Draw and discard. I don't think I actually want another land here. Discard that. They don't do anything, so I think at this point we Burst Lightning the Huntmaster, so they don't just flip it. This is like an insane start. They're down to 13 already. And that's with Huntmaster of the Fells too. They are hitting their colors though, and Teferi is decent. Soulscar Mage is nice. Let's go Legionnaire. I guess I'm just gonna crew the Copter here and hit their face. I don't like them gaining life. That's kind of annoying. We play Soulscar. If I draw a land, I can Direfleet Daredevil into Lightning Helix, which will be really good. They Impulse. Their mana is pretty cool. I like what's going on over there. A lot of fetches is hurting them, though. Come on, land. Oh, that's pretty good, too. We'll just jam that. That gives me prowess as well. And it resolves. I kind of want to just ignore Teferi and swing out at them. I'll attack Teferi. But I'm not going to swing two things at Teferi. If they want to chump block, they can. Sure. So, like, the thing that gets me here is, like, Time Walk doesn't even work that well. And, like, they go to 9. Ooh, Trophy the Vortex. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Now Time Walk is actually somewhat decent. And what they could do is, like, Time Walk, Teferi, uptick, and then Time Walk, and then bounce something. And they have Mystical Tutor for maybe Time Walk. Day of Judgment. Okay. Well, I get to Direfleet Daredevil, Lightning Helix the Teferi, and they have to Day of Judgment it, you know, when I attack. So there's no point in doing anything there. Attack Teferi, attack them. Yep. Everything dies. Second main, Direfleet. And you may spend mana or mana of any cast. Yeah, let's cast Lightning Helix. Kill Teferi. Now they're top decking. I got spells in hand. And a lightning bolt. Okay. Yep, Daredevil was pretty good. Although, honestly, I think they both would have been nice. Daredevil and Grim Lavamancer. But my deck is just kind of the nuts. Play this. Pass turn. The reason for not leveling it up there is if they played something that I needed to immediately incinerate plus lightning bolt, I could. I will play land. I'll level this up here. See if they kill it now. And then we bolt them on their upkeep. GG's. This deck is disgusting. Despite the lack of power, we have, I think, 1 mox, but it's very good. See you guys round 2. Oh man, I think my recording got corrupted from the game. I ran out of hard drive space, but I guess I was recording to the wrong spot. Short recap. Basically, I played Figure of Destiny, and then they swords my Soulscar Mage. They just put Figure of Destiny back on top, and now I have Glorybringer against Mono White, and I'm probably gonna win. I'm really sorry about that. I wasn't quite expecting corruption, but we're gonna kill the Eidolon just because it does more damage. And then I've been flooding reasonably hard for this game, but I think we're still doing okay if they don't kill my Glorybringer. Last turn they had to use Unexpectedly Absent on Figure of Destiny, so I'm not like that concerned really about what they can do to me. Vanguard is something, but I think I can make Figure into a 4/4 here and then they can't touch it. Lightning Strike is also good. So play this. Play this. Make him big. Yeah, sorry that was disorienting, but you really didn't miss much. Go ahead. It's funny, so I have the solid state drive on my computer is really small. It's like 128 gigs or something. And then I have like a 5 terabyte hard drive. And usually I like record everything to that hard drive, but for whatever reason, it got switched over and it's it filled up from recording. I mean, this is 4K video, so it's pretty big. But anyway, that's what happened. Vortex seems alright here. How big does this get? I need 6 lands, so I can just turn this into an 8/8 flying first strike, but I think I'm better off playing Vortex here. And then I think just a regular attack with Glorybringer. No, I think I should exert every turn. Oh, I'm killing tokens. Let's just regular attack. I'm like not that worried about life gain or anything. I can block with figure. They just attack with spirits. I'll just take 3. Oh, that's understandable. I hadn't thought about them flipping that, but there's really no way for me to stop them. They could just attack with the lifelink vampire and do something there. Because as it currently stands, this is going to hit them for 12 and then they just die. Okay, Mother of Runes. Flicker Wisp can reset Figure of Destiny? That's fine. Just level this up again. I guess the downside there is I need to draw a land to be able to level up Figure of Destiny and kill them, but I did draw that land, so let's make you big. And then attack with Glorybringer and exert to kill Flicker Wisp, and then they die on their upkeep. I guess I did not need to draw land, they were just dead on board. Kill this. No flying blockers, okay. And I'm not even going to give them an untap, we're just going to lightning strike them now. It gives them more information, but I don't know. Who knows what they can do on their upkeep. Okay, sideboarding their mono white. Mizzium Mortars seems good. Probably better than Fire Blast. This is going to become kind of more of a... Ooh, Thundermaw seems good. This is going to become more of like a game of attrition. Like, I don't really like Earthshaker Kendra against a deck full of tokens, for example. Eidolon is a bit dubious because it also hurts me. I could bring in Siege Gang Commander. Oh, I don't like Light Up the Stage. Let's cut Light Up the Stage for Siege Gang. I want to add a land instead of Chrome Mox probably, because again, this is going to be more of a game of attrition than anything else. And I think I'm okay with that. Honestly, what is up with these opening hands? I'm going to keep it actually, because I just added a bunch of good 5-drops, and having, you know, the bolts for Mom plus Mizzium Mortar's Overload is probably enough to win this game, but like, it's pretty strange. At least. Anything but a Danto Vanguard is fine here. Oh, Thalia's fine. I mean, kind of annoying, but mostly okay. Drawing lands, however, not a huge fan of. So I'm tempted to just wait until I get 7 mana to Mizzium Mortars. I think a lot of that depends on what my opponent does. Like, if they just attack me for 2 and don't do anything, I might just wait. But if they play like Brimaz, I have to kill the Brimaz, obviously. I don't even know if Brimaz is in the cube anymore. Okay, that's a problem. I need to draw. Yeah. Alright, well, Thalia down. I would love to overload, but I can't take 5 damage or 7 damage per turn. It can work with 5 damage. I'm glad I got rid of Eidolon. Lightning Bolt lets me kill Mishra's Factory, which I guess is useful. Oh, they're playing something bigger. Man! If I had Bolt last turn to kill... I guess I couldn't have cast it last turn because I used Mizzium Mortars. Oh! We did it! Oh, we did it. That is so much better than them attacking with Mishra's Factory. Get in there, Thundermaw Hellkite. Snipe down your stuff. It's just perfect. I'm actually going to hold back Thundermaw on defense. I know they could have Swords to Plowshares or whatever, but I'm not winning a race in this position, and if they don't have a way to deal with Thundermaw, it will be good for me. Yeah, that was one risk. So I take 5. I'm still like pretty close to dead even with the Thundermaw, but he was cool. He was cool. There we go. Get in there, Siege Gang. I'm so happy with all these 5-drops that I put in my deck. They're so good. These are 2 sideboard cards that are just like... this would have been Eidolon of Destruction or whatever that does damage to me. Thank goodness it isn't. I will block. I respect the attack, but I will block. They didn't pay? Okay. They must have just forgotten. That's really unfortunate. Lyra Dawnbringer. Well, we can kill that. Flex Emerald being kind of identical, so... yeah, I guess we just have to ping this. And then bolt it. Then play the Copter, and I guess keep these to discard. I want to be able to shoot Mishra's Factory, maybe? Yeah, I'll hold up the ability to shoot down Mishra's Factory. And I'm just going to attack for 2 here. No, we can attack with both. That's fine. They activate... I can go down, because if they play a big 4/4 flyer, that's problematic, but I guess I have the Copter, so let's just kill this. Pawn of Obstruction. We can also kill that. Man, this deck is good. Drawing lands like a champ. Definitely just getting in here. If we can put something into play this turn, it's going to be very useful. And worst case scenario, we can Siege Gang shoot down the Eidolon. If they swords my Copter, that's not the end of the world either. Guess I discard a land. We've drawn so many lands in our deck, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think I want to play this land. How much is Eidolon? 1. I can't do it all in one turn, so we're just gonna hold these in hand. So I'll take the 2. Skyclave Apparition eating my Copter. So many people pointed out this is 2 or less. So thank you to everyone who pointed that out. That is a lot of land. I guess we're on defense again. There are 6 lands left, so we gotta draw a spell, right? It's actually pretty funny. My opponent has drawn 5 land. Swords my Siege Gang Commander. Well, I guess I gotta kill this one. I don't gain the life, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. I at least get my 2/2 back. Because basically, I don't want to have to use a kill spell on Eidolon. Like, either way, I have to kill a 2/2. This way, I at least have a creature in play, and this only has 1 toughness. Come on, deck. Spell. Anything. Good enough. Hazoret. Let's discard something to do too. I guess a mountain. I'll keep Mox Emerald in case they have Armageddon. I'll play it though, because I don't want to... I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have played it. I'm at 1. They have 1 card in hand. I think the play here is to attack with Hazoret, chump block with the Illusion, and then kill them with Hazoret. Because if they kill Hazoret, I'm losing this position anyway. So we play to win with Hazoret. Yes, we did it! We are in the finals, speedrunning this league. See you guys there. There we go. This is the hands I think my deck was looking for. This is a weird position, actually. Oh, that makes it easy. So in this case, Mox Emerald was significantly better than Ancient Tomb. So there's that. We're just going to Earthshaker counter an attack, I think. I would like to Abbot on a turn I can play lands. Although, it does have prowess, so playing it into, Vortex can get there, but this is a disgusting start. I think we're probably just going to go turn 2 Sulfuric Vortex, and then... Woof, they die, unless they have Channel. For fellows, yeah, not going to happen. Now, I think I'm going to go Abbot into Lightning Bolt. Well, I guess I attack. If they block, who knows? Okay, they're not blocking. Yeah, I think we go Abbot, hope to hit a land, and then Lightning Bolt them. Man, alright, well, this guy down. Next turn I can Vortex plus Fire Blast, and that's probably just game. Ooh, they just go land go? I draw Smuggler's Copter. Play on Daze. Vortex. Hit you for 5. Go ahead. So Fast Bond's not an out. Strip Mine is funny if they had used it to activate something. Oracle shows me more of their deck, so they're just kind of a standard green deck. They do have my Strip Mine though, which would have been nice. And they play Arbor Elf, so they do have 2 blockers. Oh man, let's go Copter into Eidolon. This is like the most disgusting start I've ever seen. Okay. Opponent goes down to 6. I don't think I could imagine like a... Oh, Fire Blast you? Sacrificing these lands? That was the icing on the cake, man. That was amazing. I don't even care if they counter it. Oh, that was good. Alright, Mizzy Mortars, get in the deck. Do I want... I think I'm gonna keep making... Earthshaker's not that good against green. I think I just want to bring in the bigger flyers. I don't actually love Fire Blast so much against green. Like, basically the way this game is going to play out is most of the time we are going to be just like bolting their creatures and the game's going to go a little bit longer. Similar to how I sideboarded against mono white. So I don't like light up this stage because sometimes you just can't hit them and then it doesn't do anything. Let it be known, if I had Sword in my main deck, wouldn't have done anything against any of these opponents. It's pretty bad overall. I like Ferocidon. Krark is somewhat tempting. At the very least, he's a 2-mana 2/2, but I think, well, he's probably better than like a Goblin Guide, but I think I'll just keep it the same for now. Well, this is a hand. I will keep this. This is a hand where Ancient Tomb would be better than Mox Emerald, because like the total quantity of mana would be 4 instead of 3. Yeah, we'll lead with Goblin Guide. I don't love it. I don't love giving my opponent lands, but oh, they have Courser. Although, well, I was gonna say Courser's kind of a combo with Goblin Guide, but my opponent having a 2/4 in play is not a combo with Goblin Guide. They didn't play Courser. Very interesting. Go Swift Spear. No attacks with the guide, they just block with Sylvan Caryatid. I guess the play here is to play Courser the turn they can play land, maybe? Seems weird not just to run it out, unless they have a good 5-drop like Plow Under. No. Alright, we want running lands. That way I can set up for Glorybringer Thundermaw. Okay, that's a good draw from the opponent. I did draw a land. Rabblemaster and Rampaging Ferocidon, not the best of friends. How do I do this? I don't think I play Rabblemaster because it makes my Goblin Guide suicide. But I think I'm close to dead here, unless I can draw lands into Glorybringer. They have 1 card. Actually, with them... No, the problem is they have Tireless Tracker plus Courser. That's such a strong engine. But they are drawing a land for turn. So there is actually a world where this ends up okay. They go to 17. They just have a ton of mana. They go to 16. And there's our land. I'm actually... I guess I play Rabblemaster post-combat. Just to get the mana out there. It does hurt me, but they're missing top decks and... they're about to prime time. Alright, stuff is gonna die. But... they're gonna get so many clues off this Primeval Titan. Is it possible that I can win from here? They have opposition? Oh. But they already played their land for a turn. So playing Primetime shuffles away the opposition. So they play Primetime, holding up the mana to Tracker. They're down to 15 though. I think there's a world in which I win this. Unless they say no to Primetime. It would be kind of crazy, but honestly not the most insane thing I've ever seen. Okay, they get Strip Mine. They gain a bunch of life. Oh, they can't gain life. Nice. Then they crack some clues to level up the Tracker, which was kind of what I was afraid of. But it shows me what they've drawn, which was a land, and now they're drawing Lotus Cobra for turn. So their hand is bad. I think I can do this. Chandra. They're gonna Strip Mine me. I mean, don't I just win by playing Glorybringer? I guess no, because they're gonna draw so many cards off of Tracker Primetime, which is kind of an issue. Alright, Thundermaw it is. Kind of regret playing out my Rabblemaster, but he does at least block, I guess. I don't know. It was probably bad. Definitely attacking here. This guy attacks as a 4/4. That doesn't really do anything because they just block Courser, Goblin Guide. Yeah, I don't think that does anything. We'll keep him back to block. So they strip our land. We have 5 damage in the air. And I want to keep Rampaging Ferocidon alive, potentially if possible. Because they can then play a bunch of lands and gain some life that way. This Who Shakes the World is scary though. I think I block here. The Goblin Rabblemaster does me more harm than good, I think. I think they're going to lose 1 life this turn. And then if I draw a land, we can win. They have Lotus Cobra, they have Nissa. They're digging to opposition. Deranged Hermit. Can't really play that one. Just play 1 creature, take 1 damage. There's Nissa. Turning lands into creatures unfortunately does not hurt them. I think they're probably going to play it smart and not take damage here. I also might lose exactly because I sacrifice Glorybringer. Okay. Or the other thing, it doesn't matter. So, what do I do now? I'm taking a ton of damage next turn. It's going to be 6 from Primetime. So I go down to 5. And then I chump here. And then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's a world in which I win this. Go Chandra. Can Chandra hit Planeswalkers? No, it's just each opponent. I mean, she's gonna potentially die. They have like infinite mana and infinite cards, but if they whiff on everything, there's a world in which I can win this. Let me think about this again. So 6, I chump Swift Spear here. And then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I block with Rampaging Ferocidon, so I think I actually do just uptick Chandra to do 2 damage to them. So getting rid of Rabblemaster actually saved me. I attack them with just Thundermaw, and then we plan our blocks accordingly. And hope for the best. Nope, I'm dead. I don't know what natural order can get, but I imagine it kills me. Are the lands green? I don't think so. Oh, maybe natural order doesn't kill me. I hope I didn't miscount. This also somewhat plays around opposition, kind of, because I have Chandra in play. I think they're all attacking me. Yeah, so I jump here, I trade here, and I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I take 6. How did I miscount so badly? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'm super dead here. I don't know how I miscounted so badly. I think I must have just ignored the Primeval Titan damage. If I go to -5, then I'll know that's how it works. They're just showing me more of their deck, though, by cracking these clues. Garrick. Okay, they're just standard, good, green. I want to know what their natural order targets are, though, because that would change a lot. Well, I don't know how I counted, but if I had held back my Thundermaw and then Chandra down-teched, I could have gone to like 1. I think I just run it back, though. I think this deck's pretty good. Going first. Yeah. I don't remember if I won game 1 or not. I hope I did. I'll accept a strip mine here. That's a bold gambit. Strip mine on the draw when your opponent has already played something is... It's definitely an option. I don't know if it's the option, but I respect the enthusiasm. I think I'm just going to... Oh, well, I'm definitely going to attack my Lava Man into that now. That, honestly, they just turned my mountain into a strip mine. That worked out so well for me. As long as they don't have Courser of Crufix here. No, stop. Okay, that's fine. Oh, are they going to do it twice? Oh, that would be great. That would be so good. I'm going to play the Rebel Man. It's kind of like Swiftspear with haste type things. I kind of want to attack with Soulscar Mage, because if they kill it, then I have Grim Lavamancer activation. Although I guess if they strip mine my mountain, I also have Grim Lavamancer activation. I honestly don't remember if this is game 2 or game 3. Can I check? Oh yeah, game 1 I destroyed them, I think. Abbot of Carol Keep, Earthshaker, strip mine. I think I killed them really badly last game. They natural... Okay, what is this? Terastodon killing their own lands? Fair enough. The bold move, I don't know that it's going to pay off for them. Do this. Let's... Chandra? Oh, maybe it will. Let me think about this. So I'm going to have to chump block Terastodon. I can go Chandra. Downtick on an elephant is an option. Although their elephants don't really attack into Porcelain Legionnaire so well. Uptick is another option. Because her ultimate is going to be nice. I mean, I have enough chump blockers. I'm just going to uptick, I think. And just pass turn. I don't know. Maybe I am supposed to downtick on an elephant there. This attack seems fine, though. We can... can block with the Lava Man. I can block with Rabblemaster. I block with Rabblemaster. Keeping Legionnaire here. Okay, Abbot's pretty nice. Let's go Abbot. See what we hit. As long as it's not a 5-drop, we should be okay. Ooh, Mortars. I can't overload it. Ah, I'm 1 damage short of going Mortars, Chandra, Grim Lavamancer. That's fine though. We kill the elephant. What am I doing here? I can uptick Chandra, or I can downtick Chandra and kill an elephant again. Or I can uptick and play Swiftspear. I think at this point we're going to kill an elephant. I should have done it last turn, although I don't think it mattered too much. Now we can chump block with Abbot if we want to, and I think it is worthwhile to do so. They play Cobra. We can kill the Cobra. Draw a land, so... Chandra, we uptick. Are you kidding me? I thought it was you may cast that card until end of turn. Oh my god. This is going to be the most awkward mountain. I thought it was until end of turn. Yikes. Well, here we are. Mountain, Swiftspear. This kills their Cobra. I can attack with the Legionnaire, but I think I don't need to. Yeah, that was just bad. Having Siege Gang Commander in play would be so good here. They do keep drawing land. I think I'm playing this game wrong. It feels like I'm doing it wrong. Raphaelos is just gonna die. Eidolon. Okay, so let's uptick Chandra now that I know how this works. Glorybringer. Thundermaw Hellkite's good enough. I think I like attacking like this. I died a Crater Hoof, although I think if they had Crater Hoof, they would have killed me last game. Alright, I'll be not completely outrageous, because I could just kill them next turn pretty easy. Siege Gang would have made it safe, but they already used Natural Order, actually, so I think we got it. Yeah, okay, that misplay didn't matter. That deck was sick. I dropped a game, I don't remember why. I think they had a sick green deck, but this deck was amazing. Chrome Mox didn't do anything. Mox Emerald did end up being better than Ancient Tomb in the situations that we saw it in. So I think maybe that pick was correct. I just played that last game really weird. And I think I just didn't have like an idea of what my objective was. And then obviously not being able to cast Siege Gang by not playing a mountain. Most red cards are like until end of turn you can play it, but I guess not that one. Anyway, this was sweet. I loved this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time.